Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to do another subscriber requested video. So today we're going to be talking about great all year round perfumes. So I've got most of these are kind of cozy fragrances just because that's kind of my thing. But yeah, these are perfumes that I just think are amazing any time of the year. You will see some in here that I've been wearing all summer. And yeah, some great fragrances that are just, I think, amazing staples to have. Which, let me know if you guys would like to see a video about perfume staples. Perfumes that I feel like every collection, if you like them, every collection could definitely use, or maybe a lineup of fragrances that I think would make a great starter collection. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. Anyways, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna jump right in. This first one, this is a Baccarat Rouge 540 dupe. It's one of the best ones that I've ever smelled, and I'm gonna give you an alternative to it as well. So this was sent over to me from a subscriber, and it's such a stunning fragrance and super, super affordable. Yeah, I feel like it's an absolute staple. I feel like all of us probably have some version of Baccarat Rouge 540 in our collection, and I feel like this is just a good one. This is from a house called Kantrend, and this is called Roulette. I really, really like this bottle. It's a nice, big, heavy glass bottle. I like the plain black and white label. There's this kind of mother of pearl around the neck, and then it's got a nice, heavy wood lid, and it says Kantrend on the top. It's just a nice bottle. But this is a very, very good dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540. In fact, it smells more like the X-Straight to me than the original 540. It's a little bit sweeter and smoother than the original, and it's really, really beautiful. These things last forever. These are a dime a dozen. You can find a Baccarat Rouge 540 dupe pretty much in every single house on the market at this point. If you can't find this, or a good alternative to this would be Ariana Grande Cloud. Yeah. Now Cloud it's not quite as refined smelling as this one. This Kantrend one is very, very smooth. It's very refined smelling. It just smells really, really expensive, and I think it's like a $50 or $60 perfume. It's just really, really nice, and it's a huge 100 ml bottle too. Yeah, and it's nice because it tells you it's made in California, and it was manufactured in August of 2020. So yeah, that's nice. I'll always know how old it is. But anyways, I just feel like this is an amazing everyday, all year round fragrance. It can be worn in the heat. It can be worn in the winter. It's just a great perfume that can be worn any time of year. Just a great staple for anybody's collection. So anyways, that is Kantrend Roulette, which is a Baccarat Rouge 540. I'm gonna say X-Straight dupe because it is more like the X-Straight, or Ariana Grande Cloud, or Cloud Intense would work well. Both of them would be great. Okay, next I have a Chloe fragrance, and this is such an amazing, like all year round fragrance. This is Chloe Love Story. Love Story Sensuelle would work as well. They're just both, in fact, to me, all Chloe fragrances are year-round fragrances. I feel like any of them can be worn. Nomad, is it Nomad Intense? I think it's called Intense. I can't remember, but the Nomad Intense one, that one might not be great in the heat, but I just wore Nomad, which I feel like Nomad is better suited for cooler weather, but I just wore it in the middle of in like 90-degree, very humid weather, and it was perfectly fine. So I just feel like Chloe fragrances in general are just great everyday, all-around fragrances, but Love Story, this one is perfection. It's such a beautiful, really easygoing, kind of slightly sweet, really perfumey, feminine, floral. It's just beautiful. I feel like Love Story does not get enough love. I feel like Chloe fragrances in general just don't get enough love. It's probably just me because I'm so obsessed with them. I love them all so much. But I just feel like, especially Love Story and Love Story Sensuelle, which is amazing too, they just don't get enough love. But yeah, this is an amazing, all year round, can be worn all 4 seasons. It would be a great signature scent. It's a good fragrance. So anyways, that is Chloe Love Story. I've got a lot of perfumes here. I'm gonna try to not talk as long on each one because we'll be here forever. Okay, this next one, this is another perfume this is like an old signature of mine. I used to wear this every single day, all year. I only wore it for, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, but I wore it all 4 seasons, and I still feel like it holds up beautifully in all 4 seasons, and that is Lavanila Pure Vanilla. This is such a beautiful, like, complex, perfumey vanilla. It's like it's a very sophisticated smelling vanilla. It's got flowers in it. It almost smells like it could have chocolate in it. It doesn't, but it smells like it could. It's got a slight powderiness to it from the Heliotrope. It's sweet and very, very vanilla heavy. Like, you never lose the vanilla, which is what I love about this fragrance. It is complex, and it does have a lot of notes other than vanilla in it, but you never lose the vanilla. The vanilla is definitely the star of the show, and all of the other notes are supporting, but you still get a lot of the other notes as well. And it's, I don't know, it's like it's just such a beautiful kind of perfumey vanilla. I love it all year round. It performs best in colder weather, but I've been wearing this summer and I love it. It's amazing. It's just such a beautiful, cozy, comforting vanilla that can definitely be worn in all seasons. So anyways, that is Pure Vanilla from Lavanila. Next, we've got a Ralph Lauren fragrance. This one has been discontinued, but you can still find it on the gray market. It's probably getting a little pricey at this point, but oh, it's an amazing perfume. This is Ralph Lauren Tender Romance, and it's so funny. Every time I think about this perfume, I think of Melissa because she is the one that turned me on to this perfume, another perfume reviewer here on YouTube. And I just love this perfume. It's amazing. And I'm always so jealous because I know that she's got this huge, like 5-ounce bottle of it. And I think she found it at like TJ Maxx or something. And oh, that's what an amazing find. But anyways, yeah, she's the one that turned me on to this. I would have never picked this up. It's just a beautiful pear fragrance. It's got pear and ginger. It's got some magnolia in it. I believe it's got some jasmine in it, and then just kind of some light woods in the base. But it is amazing, and it is all about the pear. It is this beautiful, sweet pear and ginger perfume. And it's amazing. I love wearing this in the cooler months because it's super, super cozy and yummy and comforting, but it can be worn literally any time of year. It's beautiful in the heat as well. It doesn't perform as well in the heat for me as it does in the cooler months, but I will definitely wear it all year round. I feel like it can hold up in any weather, and it's just a beautiful, like, year-round fragrance for me. So anyways, that is Ralph Lauren Tender Romance. Okay, next I've got a couple of oils. Now, I've got so many oils in my collection that would definitely fit this category, but these are the two that immediately sprang to mind when I was thinking about all year round fragrances. The first one is Lake and Skye 1111. This, to me, if I had to choose a signature scent, I think that this would be it. There's nothing groundbreaking about this. It's just, it's a white musk perfume, but it's white musk and I think white ambers. It's like white musk and white amber blended. So it is the coziest, like warmest white musk perfume I've ever smelled. It's amazing. I've gushed about this fragrance a ton on my channel, so I'm not gonna sit here for too long talking about it, but it is such an amazing perfume. And again, I do recommend the oil over the spray perfume. So I've got the oil, but I have tested the spray perfume as well, which is amazing. If you wanted to get them both and layer them, I think it would be incredible. But if you had to choose just one, I would go for the oil. The oil performs better for me, and I just get more time out of the oil. And the spray perfume, it's okay. It lasts a good long time. I want to say I got like between 4 and 5 hours out of it, but I can easily get 8 to 10 hours out of the oil. So anyways, that is Lake and Skye at 1111. And then the other fragrance that immediately sprung to mind is this one here. This smells like Esthero from Esthero, and all of her oils are amazing. Like seriously, every single oil she makes is amazing. But this one right here, again, it is the perfect year-round fragrance. It would be an amazing signature scent. And it's just like a perfect musk fragrance. It's so beautiful and skin-like, and this is one of those perfumes that people wouldn't even know you were wearing a perfume. They would just think that you naturally smell amazing. Gosh, it's just such a good perfume. So yeah, and this comes in the oil form as well as a spray form. So again, you could get them both and layer them, but the oil on its own lasts for a very, very long time. It doesn't project a ton, but it lasts and it wears close to the skin beautifully, like all day long. You can easily, again, get 8 to 10 hours out of this. And yeah, it's just an amazing oil. So anyways, that is the Smells Like Esthero oil. Okay, next we've got a Jennifer Lopez fragrance, and you guys are not gonna be surprised to see this at all. This is such an amazing year-round fragrance. I've been wearing this all year. This is a perfume that has like never been put away because it can be worn in the heat, in the cold. It is perfection. This is Jennifer Lopez Still, and oh my gosh, do I love this perfume. It's sweet and clean. And I think people compare this to Elizabeth Arden Green Tea on Fragrantica, which I don't agree with at all. But it's got that beautiful, clean, sweet tea note like Elizabeth Arden Green Tea has. It's so fresh and oh my gosh, it's just so fresh and clean and soothing because of that tea note. It's amazing. It's so good for days that you're gonna be hanging around the house all day. I mean, this could be worn literally anywhere for any occasion, any time of year. It's just an amazing perfume, but I love this one for the days that I'm just gonna be hanging around the house. I, go in, take a hot shower, get nice and clean, and then I will spray this on and just bask in my scented cloud, in my beautiful scented cloud all day, because this does last all day. Now, usually I will refresh this one once throughout the day, but I could probably get away with not reapplying it. I just love it to be really, really strong and for me to be able to smell it. So yeah, I do refresh it at least once, but it's it's another one that is like, it's almost skin-like, kind of like the 1111 or the Esthero. It's almost skin-like. So it's one that they're just gonna think you smell amazing, not necessarily that you smell like perfume. This would be an amazing signature scent, and I just think it's just a gorgeous perfume. So anyways, that is Jennifer Lopez Still. Next we have got Guerlain. This is Guerlain Mon Guerlain. This is Mon Guerlain Floral, which is one of my favorite versions of this fragrance. Floral is just a little bit sweeter. Really, that's what it is. It's a little bit sweeter and it's a little bit stronger than the original. I need to get my nose on Intense so badly. Like, I need Intense in my life because I know I'm gonna absolutely adore it. But I do, I love Floral. It's such a beautiful version. I love the lavender. Oh my gosh, the lavender vanilla combination in this perfume is so good. I love it. There's just a slight touch of powderiness from the lavender. Again, it's sweet from the vanilla. It's got some green notes in it, but for me, this is all about the lavender and the vanilla. It's just beautiful. I love it. I think it is a great everyday perfume. I wear this all year round. I will pull this out in the heat. I will pull it out in the winter, and it's just, it's perfect. So anyways, that is Mon Guerlain Floral. This next one, this one is gonna be controversial because I know a lot of people are gonna be like, no way, that's a winter perfume. But I wear this perfume year round and it works on me year round, and I've been wearing it year round since like the early 2000s, since it came out. So in my mind, it's just like an everyday perfume. But this is Aquilina Pink Sugar. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. This is caramel and licorice, and it's got so many notes in it. It smells like, oh my gosh, it smells like brown sugar and butter and caramel and a little bit of licorice. It's so, so good. It's so yummy. To me, this is like, I know the Angel is really the original gourmand fragrance, but for me, this is the original gourmand fragrance because Angel is still a little bit too perfumey for me to be considered a true gourmand. This one actually smells edible. So for me, this is the first gourmand that came into my life. Oh, I love it so much. It's an absolute beast of a fragrance. I don't think this one's ever been reformulated. It's a great value too. Yeah, I think you can pick up these little bottles for like $10, $12. And oh my gosh, the performance is amazing. It smells edible and yummy and sweet and like everything I want to smell like. So yeah, I will pull this out in the heat, in the winter, it doesn't matter. It smells amazing all year round, anytime, and I adore it. So anyways, that is Pink Sugar from Aquilina. This next one, somebody left the best comment on my What I Wore Last Week video when I talked about this fragrance. This is YSL Libre Intense, and this is another one where people are gonna be like, wait, no, that would not be good in the heat. I didn't think so either until I tried it. And then if you can find that comment, I'll see if I can find it and pin it maybe. But if you can find the comment that she left about YSL Libre Intense and how it is, she just left an amazing comment about it, and she just described it perfectly. She talked about how basically like this can be different depending on what season it is. And she was talking about how in the winter time and the cold weather, it is super cozy and warm and beautiful, but then in the heat, it does become like sultry and again, warm, but just in a different way. I don't know, she worded it perfectly. I'll see if I can find that comment and pin it so that you guys can read it. But if I can't figure out how to do that, it's on my last What I Wore Last Week video. Yeah, but it's just, this is such an amazing perfume, and I completely agree 100% with everything that she said about it, how it totally morphs depending on the weather and how perfect it is no matter what weather you're wearing it in. It's just an amazing all year round fragrance. And again, I'm so glad that I've got 2 bottles of the Intense because this is my favorite version. And gosh, it's so, this is not one that I would have ever reached for in the heat. And I don't even know why I did. I just did. I think because I was just craving it. Oh my gosh, and it was so good. It was so amazing even in the heat. So anyways, that is YSL Libre Intense. I think any version of YSL Libre would be a perfect year-round fragrance. This is probably number 2 on my list for what would become a signature if I had to just pick one fragrance. It would be hard. It would be hard between 1111 and YSL Libre. That would be Intense. That would be super difficult. So anyways, that is YSL Libre. Okay, next we've got a Chanel perfume, and this is the one Chanel in my collection that I feel like is amazing in any weather. It works in the heat, in the cold. It's just such a good all year round fragrance. That is Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. And oh my gosh, I love this perfume. This is another one that it's citrusy and it's got light florals in it and light woods in the base. It's just a really beautiful, like light, everyday fragrance. It's another one where you're not gonna smell overly perfumey. You're just gonna smell clean and subtle, and people aren't gonna necessarily know that you're wearing perfume. It's just such a beautiful fragrance. It's very soft, it's very delicate smelling. Again, it's not too much of anything. It's not too floral, it's not too citrusy, it's not too woody. It's just a little bit of all of those things, and it's delicate and just beautiful, and I love it. Again, it's just a perfect all year round fragrance, and yeah, this is another one that I feel like is a staple for sure. So anyways, that is Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. Okay, next we have a Gucci fragrance. As soon as I thought about making this video, this is one of the first fragrances that I thought about, because to me this is such a perfect floral. This is Gucci Flora. This is the Eau de Parfum formulation. I do have a pen spray of the Eau de Toilette formulation, which is also equally as beautiful. Yeah, I love Gucci Flora. Again, it's just a really easygoing, kind of slightly sweet floral. This one, it's got citruses in the top. It's got peony and jasmine, I believe. It's just beautiful. It's light. Again, it's really easygoing, super easy to reach for perfume, and just such a good floral. It's got osmanthus in it too, and I love osmanthus. And you can smell it. It's like the osmanthus is very present as well, which is why I really, really love it. But anyways, yeah, that is Gucci Flora, another really, like, very perfect floral. Okay, next we've got a celebrity fragrance, and this is one I knew I was gonna include this because this is a fragrance that I reach for all year round. It's just one of those that I will just start to crave, and yeah, I'll bust it out any time of year, and I think it is perfect for any time of year. This is Nicki Minaj Onika, and this is another one. This has got starfruit. I think that's like her signature note is starfruit, because I think it's in a lot of her perfumes. Or it could just be in this one in Pink Friday. It's in both of the ones that I own. But I love this. This is another one that has osmanthus in it. This has got sugarcane in it too, and I am obsessed with sugarcane in perfume. I think it is such a beautiful note. But yeah, this one is just, it's yummy smelling, it's sweet. It's got some citruses in the top, and again, that starfruit. And again, with the osmanthus, I think it's got water lily in it as well. And then the sugarcane, I think it's got white musk in the base too. It's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful perfume. Of the two that I own, this one is my favorite. Pink Friday is beautiful too. But there's just something about Onika that is amazing. And this one is like the Libre Intense, where it's super warm and cozy in the wintertime, but then it gets like sultry and warm in a different way in the heat. And it's just beautiful. I love it. This is the only celebrity fragrance that I had on this list, but it's one of my favorites. So anyways, that is Nicki Minaj Onika. Next, this is such another perfume that for me is such a staple. This is Lancome Miracle, and this perfume, this is just such a beautiful, delicate, feminine, perfumey perfume. This is one that you're definitely gonna smell like you're wearing perfume, but it's still super easygoing. For me, this is like the white t-shirt of a perfume wardrobe. It's super easygoing, very easy to wear. Can be worn any time of year, but it's clean and perfumey, but like perfumey in a really good way. It's just really beautiful. It's light, it's delicate smelling, but it's one that hangs around for a good long time. It's just a really, really nice perfume. This is one that will take you on a journey too. It smells different from the time you spray it on to the deep dry down. It's totally different. Oh, but it's just so beautiful. Such a delicate, easygoing, perfumey perfume, if that makes any sense. I just love it. So anyways, that is Lancome Miracle. Next, this one is discontinued, but this is one that I reach for this all year round, and I love this perfume. I think it's been discontinued. This is Zara. This is the MSK 004 NTL. It's supposed to be like a gourmand musk, and it is. It's like candied almonds and white musk. It's so yummy. It really does smell edible. It's got just the slightest bit of powderiness from the almond, but it's a really sweet almond. And then the white musk. And the white musk in this smells like the same white musk that's in 1111. So they're actually very similar, except if you replaced the white amber in 1111 with almond, they're very, very similar. Oh, it's just so good. I love this fragrance. Again, it's like perfect for any time of year. It's warm, it's cozy, it's clean smelling. I love it in the heat. I love it in the cold. It's an incredible fragrance. So anyways, that is Zara MSK 004 NTL. This next one is amazing. I love this one more in the cold weather than I do in the heat because it performs better in the cold weather, but I love it any time of year. This is Dior Pure Poison, and oh, I love this perfume. Yeah, this one, it all but disappears on me after, I don't know, 30 minutes or so in the heat. It just doesn't hold up in the heat very well for me, but man, do I love this. It's a beautiful, clean, white floral. Beautiful, clean, sweet white floral. I absolutely love this fragrance. However, I have an alternative that I think is way better. And it's in the same vein. It's definitely not a dupe. It's got some similarities to it. This is Untamed, My Greek Lover. And oh my gosh, yeah, it's definitely not a dupe. They're two totally different perfumes. But My Greek Lover, the only perfume that it reminded me at all of was Pure Poison. But My Greek Lover is so much more complex and so much more beautiful in a different way than Pure Poison. My Greek Lover has Greek mastic in it, which is what really, really gives it a uniqueness. It's still a clean, sweet white floral. I just love it so much. This is one of those perfumes that I've been obsessed with it. It's behind Mevlana. It is my second favorite perfume that she's ever done. I would say from Untamed, Mevlana and My Greek Lover are must-haves. Like, I could not live without either of them at this point. Yeah, this is a perfect one for any time of year. I love it in the heat. I cannot wait to test this one in the winter. I just know it's gonna be amazing in the winter as well. This would be a perfect signature scent. It's just a great perfume for any time of year. It's definitely not quite as easygoing as Lancome Miracle because it's so much more complex. But man, it's still like a perfect any time of year fragrance. So anyways, that is Untamed, My Greek Lover. And then last but not least, this is a perfume that I can pull this out and wear it any time of year. This is Calvin Klein Escape. And this is such a beautiful, sweet, clean floral. This is like a kitchen sink perfume. It has got a million notes in it. It's got some old school notes in it, but at the end of the day, it's just this beautiful, sweet, clean floral. It's got kind of like an aquatic edge to it, but without smelling aquatic. Oh, I just love it so, so much. Again, for me, this is a super easygoing, well, I don't want to say easy to reach for because I don't think it would be easygoing for everybody. It's easygoing for me, but it is kind of a heavy perfume. So I could see somebody maybe not loving this in the heat, but I love it in the heat. I think that this wears beautifully any time of year. And it's just an amazing, amazing perfume. It brings back, it's so nostalgic for me because this came out when I was in, I want to say 5th or 6th grade. I was really, really little and everybody was wearing this perfume. And for good reason. It's so good, and I feel like it has really stood the test of time. It still smells amazing to me even to this day. So anyways, that is Calvin Klein Escape, just such a beautiful classic. So anyways, guys, that is a collection of fragrances within my collection that I feel are amazing all year round fragrances. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one.